I'm Juicy. I'm the shop manager at Think Tank Tattoo, and I'm here with Kevin Bledsoe. I'm going to ask him a few questions.
Hi, Juicy.
How long have you been working at Think Tank?
A year now. This past year. I used to guest here a long time, about 17 years ago. I think 16 years ago. I think.
Oh, in Denver.
Downtown. Yeah, in Denver. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guest spot the old location?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Where are you from originally?
Originally, I was born in Rhode Island. The last group of years, in Providence, Rhode Island. So.
Okay, cool. I guess how old were you when you got an apprenticeship?
20.
How long was your apprenticeship?
About a year, and then I got my license when I was 21. So that's when I celebrate my victory.
The anniversary of your tattoo license?
Yeah. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like most tattooers I meet did their first tattoo on themselves. Did you?
No.
You didn't?
No. I had a lot of friends that had gotten themselves into quite a bit of trouble, and either in the training school or in real jail. So they had all butchered stuff. So they really didn't care what they got out of me, and I was already drawing before that. So.
When did you get your first tattoo?
18. That was my last name in Old English letters. All the skateboarders did it where I was from, so,
Do you still have it?
No, I actually just got it covered up by James Tex.
Wait, on your leg?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. One of my favorite things about coming back here to watch you draw or just hang out at your station is I always learn something new because you seem to know a lot about Japanese mythology. I've worked in a tattoo shop for a while, but I feel like I always learn something new when I talk to you. Are there a couple of favorite characters that you have that you really enjoy tattooing, or?
Yeah. There's the general things you obviously see, like snakes, dragons, and tigers and stuff, but I kind of nerd out sometimes on the other characters like Raijin, Fujin, the two storm gods, which I have on action figures on my shelf there. The other one there is Fudamio. He's like the protector of Buddhism.
And the white mask is a Hanya?
No, the white mask is it's a female character in all no plays. I think that's how it's pronounced. I can't remember the last time somebody said that, so
Okay.
run with that. Yeah.
Okay.
And they were generally worn by men because men practice arts, as far as I'm aware of.
Would you rather do a mean-looking demon or a really pretty koi that looks really peaceful?
I like both, as long as I can just kind of run with it. Whatever the client wants, really. That's kind of not, I try not to have too much say in that, as long as I can, have fun with the drawing and maybe do something new with something old. There you go.
Okay, cool. How would you describe your style of tattooing?
When people ask me, I say illustrative. I obviously like Japanese iconography, but the big thing, I really like symbolism, and as long as I can draw it. I grew up on comic books and graffiti. I don't know, when I do stuff, I don't try to tattoo like traditional Japanese methods. I'm not Japanese, so I'm not trying to do that.
What tattoo have you gotten that has inspired your work the most? Have you gotten tattooed by somebody?
Oh yeah. Every tattoo that I've gotten recently has been big inspiration. I got tattooed by Mike Dorsey. He's been a huge impact on the way that I paint and the way that I tattoo a little bit. I got tattooed by Kalle Korsen from Sweden. He's a little bit more technical, so that kind of influenced me a bit. And James Tex did the Hanya on my leg. and that influenced me a great deal too. They're all great tattooers, so it's hard not to soak up some of that energy. If that makes sense.
How do you feel tattooing has changed since you first started tattooing?
Oh, that's a big question. Oh, when I started even getting interested in tattoos, my art teacher told me to stay away from it. She said it was not something that I should get involved with, which is kind of funny. So yeah, that was the atmosphere of when I started. It was, bikers, sailors, convicts kind of attitude, but not really. Since I've been involved with tattooing, with TV shows, and I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't want to say coming of age, but I think a lot of younger people were allowed to see their friends become tattooers, and they may have been in art school or whatever, and it's a career that you can go into as opposed to getting warned not to go into. And then obviously TV shows have made it big business, and big business has gotten involved with tattooing to blow it up a bit more.
Yesterday, actually, I asked you if you could do a portrait tattoo, and I was totally surprised that you were like, yeah, sure. Is there a style of tattooing that you don't do?
I definitely focus on what I do, or what I like to do, which is tattoos with outlines, dynamic, I don't want to say full color, or I like saturated tattoos. But I'm pretty much open to most things, even portraits and stuff, as long as their reference is right. It's got to be a good reference for a good portrait. If the picture is no good, then the tattoo is not going to be much better. So I like all forms of tattooing, as long as it has black in it and an outline.
Okay. Do you prefer doing smaller tattoos or larger tattoos?
I like both. If I can finish a tattoo in one session, then it's really rewarding. You get a picture of it, and you get a heel picture of it, and you get stoked on it. Who doesn't get happy when they accomplish things? I make my bed first thing in the morning because it's builds good habits. You get happy, you complete a task. So, that being said, I do like large-scale things that I can work on for however long it takes. So, those are a lot of fun to me. I definitely like bigger stuff.
If you could help a client prepare for a consultation on a larger Japanese piece, what tips would you give them?
Just know what you're interested in. Or sometimes people just want to symbolize something and they don't know what they want, and that's cool too. I can kind of help them or push them in the right direction. And sometimes people are like, I want a dragon with maple leaves on my leg, and it's color, and that's fine too. So.
Okay. Do you prefer reference material that's from other tattooers, tattoos done by other people, or is it easier if you have actual paintings and illustrations for reference?
Sometimes it doesn't matter because I'm going to do my own research. So I try not to get too hung up in that. If somebody sees something in another tattoo that they really like, then that's good also. A color, contrast, placement, etc. Anything that inspires them really is good to bring in with you. The only thing I don't like to do is try to take anybody else's look or copy them, I guess, that's his hand, so it's going to come out that way, and it's kind of the same with any tattooer, really.
Who are you going to get your next tattoo from?
James Tex, I believe, is going to be my next major tattoo. I have an appointment with him in October to start my back and right leg. I'm not sure. Probably the back is coming first.
Okay. Do you remember what made you want to get your first tattoo?
I guess I started thinking about it at a really young age. One of my friends, Rich, he was I think he was 16, I was a bit younger, probably like 14, 13. But you know, he like got a tattoo underground. I think by Fred Smith, and I saw that and I thought that was like super cool. It's kind of always been a part of like, I guess, my culture. You know, I listen to punk rock and hardcore metal, all that stuff. So that's always been part of it. I think it's fair.
What else would you say influenced you to start tattooing?
I don't want to say I didn't mind manual labor, but I don't particularly like it. Those words make sense?
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm going for. Anyways, yeah, I didn't want to, you know, beat. Some of my friends worked on lobster boats where I'm from, and, you know, I didn't want to beat myself up that way. I definitely wouldn't be good stuck in an official desk job, you know. So it just kind of seemed like natural progression to me.
Cool. Can you tell me a little bit about that mask?
Oh, yeah.
That thing's crazy.
Yeah, this is a Tengu mask. Pretty cool. I just got it at a tattoo convention this past weekend in Arizona. Prescott is the proper way to say that from what I'm told.
I've seen tattoos of that mask before.
Yeah, there's like two forms of Tengu. One is like Karasu Tengu, which is like a bird. I don't know, more bird-like, I guess you say. Beaks, feathers, claws, that kind of thing. And then there's the more human guy with the larger nose there.
Okay, cool. How about that thing over there?
Dharma. Yeah. That guy's fun. He's an old monk that prayed so long he turned into a little mush ball, pretty much, for lack of better terms there.
Okay.
And you color in one of his eyes. You're kind of supposed to think of something, maybe make a wish. And when your task or wish is kind of fulfilled, then you fill in the other eye.
So I know that demons are called Onis.
Yep.
And those are all different Onis.
So these two, right and left, that's Raijin Fujin. He's the thunder guy. He's the wind guy. Those really aren't demons compared to other Oni. I don't want to say they're gods, but they're not bad guys. Traditionally, Oni are bringers of like plague and disease and war and nasty bits. But everything, all the symbols, or mostly all the symbols, can be kind of turned into a positive thing also.
Okay.
Like the Hanya mask is like a jealous female that kind of wants revenge. But people wear it on pendants to, so much like gargoyles, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the anime dude?
That's Naruto. That's my hero. I can talk about him forever.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
What's that guy's deal?
So he has a nine-tailed fox trapped inside of him. I can't give any of the plot away. But yeah, he's a younger guy. You see him kind of grow up. And he's always positive. Always trying to do the right thing and help his friends out. So yeah, it's an awesome story.
Cool.
I'd wear orange more, but it's kind of not my color, you know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he's my hero.
We did an interview with Jake Bray last month. Kevin is also going to be doing a tattoo giveaway. We're going to be posting about it on Instagram next week. To enter to win, you're going to post your favorite tattoo of Kevin's and hashtag Kevin Bledsoe tattoo giveaway. You'll want to tag Kevin, tag the shop, and tag the shop in the picture.